Hi there! Today I have a classical unboxing video for you. I never bought any of the BFF girls before, but this Disney themed series looked very interesting to me, especially these two. There are originally three in the line. The two ones you can see here, Stitch and Daisy, and the third one would be Minnie. The concept of the dolls is pretty clear, very close to the Disney Illy dolls because these dolls are not really the character they represent. The look is simply inspired by each character. So let's start unboxing, and the first girl will be Daisy. On the front we can see her character design, and on the side we can see all three of them. Very pretty illustrations, extremely cute in my opinion, and they even take the effort to show the characters in different expressions. Overall it is a pretty simple box, but still not made effortless, and in case you are an inbox collector you can see the dolls even inside of the package pretty good. From looking at them, I was pretty sure that this would be a very easy unboxing, but the cardboard is glued on the plastic very good. No way to open up it without damaging or destroying it. And the doll itself is strapped down on the inlay with a lot of cable ties, or at least something that looks a lot like cable ties, but here we get some chain boards instead of a solid plastic strap. And maybe that's a clever idea because I think a solid plastic strap would leave indents, and these didn't harm the vinyl in any way. I mean, the doll was pretty much tied in and still there's no dent from the straps. The Daisy doll comes with a backpack, and of course it is Daisy themed. A very adorable design, I think. It is simply a thing that you can just look at. It has no real function, you cannot open it up, but at least the look is great. The bow is perfect, the eye printing is so nice, and the beak is to die for cute. It is a rubber material, but not a very squishy one. It does have a firm touch to it, so the knobs for the straps should not wear off very fast. Now to the doll itself. She does have this yellow colored hair, and this is high quality nylon. Extremely soft, and it has absolutely no product inside. The rooting, I would say, is pretty much standard. It is not a lot of rooting. I mean, there are not a lot of plugs, but there are no bold spots anywhere. So this girl is definitely a candidate for hair play, in case you like to do that with your dolls. The only thing I'm mad about is the dirt stain in the middle of her cheek. I know the camera washes out quite a bit of the picture, but it is there, it is very visible, and I thought it would go away just with some soap and water, but it didn't. I rubbed the cheek with a thicker paper towel for quite a while and I couldn't get the stain completely off. Later I used a wet magic sponge to remove the rest of the stain and it worked fine. But I wonder why so many toys nowadays are simply dirty when they come to you. Forget about the schmutz, let's talk about her clothes and her shoes. And since this is a review channel, I will undress the doll. I know a lot of people don't like to see nude dolls, but honestly, when I am searching for a video of a doll that I do not own, I just want to know, is the clothing good? Is the mobility good? How is the material in general? And I think a doll with her clothes and shoes on does not give a lot of information to the viewer. Anyway, let's have a look on the dress she comes with. It is made out of 3 different materials, plus a little daisy as application. All the materials are definitely high quality, they feel really nice. The satin material is thick, it does not feel weak in any way, it's very sturdy. The cutout is secured. I'm not quite sure if it is made by glue or heat. In any way, it is very well done and I don't think it would stir up easily. Also, the tulle part is very sturdy. It is not easy to rip off or anything. It's a very nice little detail. And the fuzzy skirt is very soft and the fluff does not come off. Also, the stitching is very well done. This piece will survive a lot of playing hours if you like to, or if you would like to buy this for a child. I'm pretty sure that this clothing will last for quite a while. She also comes with these two pink boots. They do have an in-carved design, some flowers and some squiggles. And the soles are painted yellow. You even have a left and a right piece here. And each shoe does have two holes. Maybe this was made for a stand, but the dolls do not come with stands, so I don't know. She also comes with this little plastic hairband. The bow looks very daisy-like. It is hollow from the back. It also has 4 knobs on each side and they have this piece to stay on pretty good, but they don't ruin the hairdo, which is pretty nice, I think. She is wearing some purple painted undies and she does have 11 points of articulation, if you would like to call it that way, because there's not a lot of mobility in these joints. The shoulder joints work pretty good. The rest of the arm is so meh, I would say. Her right knee would not like to bend for me and the left one is no problem, but the right one. Later in the video you can see that I were able to move it, but at that point I did not want to break another doll, so I just kept it in place. Here we have the Stitch Girl. Same unpacking experience, a very nice looking packaging, and the doll is really secure inside of it. I'm pretty sure nothing ever will come loose inside this box simply from itself. While unboxing her, the stitch bag directly fell in my hand. And I'm touching it here so much because I was very surprised by the material. It is totally different from the Daisy backpack. The Stitch figurine is very squishy. It is still very nicely made, but it has such a... I don't know. I don't think it feels sticky, but it is simply a totally different material and I was very surprised. This time I removed the headband directly. The inside of the ears is painted, but the back is also hollow here. But overall they did a great job with the Stitch ears, I think. I didn't talk about the material of the headbands. This one is exactly the same as the Daisy one. It is very sturdy, it's a matte material, very nicely done. So we here have the first look on the doll itself. I didn't talk about the inserted eye so far, and as you can see it's the same type of eye than the Daisy doll had. They are nice, not so special. They are not as detailed as a Rainbow High one, but I would say the quality is very nice. They are clear and I think they add a lot to the character of the doll. I'm quite unsure if I would like to have printed eyes instead of inserted ones, but they do look good on these dolls. The makeup is very simple but nice and symmetrically. You can see on her right side of the lip that she does have a little bit of overflow of clear varnish maybe. Maybe when they seal the lip or give it a little bit more shine, it seems that it is a little bit dripping off. In person it is not a big deal, just under the lights it looks bigger than it actually is. While Daisy had absolutely no product in the hair, she does have some product, at least in her bangs, but it feels not totally rock hard. Maybe it is something like hairspray, I'm not quite sure. It is there, but it is not so extreme like I have experienced with other dolls. She comes with 2 pigtails and her rooting is still the same quality as the Daisy doll, I think. I will not untie them, but as you can see, she does have the same amount of plugs, I would say. They are thinly rooted or thinly filled, but the placement of the plugs is pretty good, I think. And the hair does also have the exact same quality as the Daisy has. Very, very soft nylon. Also very long hair, so I'm pretty sure hair play is no problem with these dolls. She also comes in a dress and some boots. The velcro on these is especially sturdy. It is very well sewn. I have to say I am impressed because mainly when you buy a tinier doll, the clothing is often not stitched that well, but the stitching on these dresses is excellent. It is so well done. The stitch dress come with a little cutout on the front, and I think they did quite a good job to secure this cutout. It is not just cut out and secured by glue or heat. They even folded it over and sewn that way. That's a lot of effort. I wish I would see that with Mattel, for example, but no sold here. I think this is a very nice piece of doll clothing. The other part of the top is loose. Not quite sure why they did it that way, but I think they just give it an extra sheet so that it is not see-through. I'm not quite sure. It looks good. It does not stir up, so I'm fine with it. The shiny part feels exactly the same quality as the shiny part of the Daisy dress, and the sleeves are a little bit different from material. Not quite sure. They do not really feel cottony or something like that, but it looks good and it does have a little bit of a different texture and I like it. Her blue boots are see-through, a little bit translucent at least. There are some clouds on it. The soles have a mauve color, I would say, and they do not have any holes. They do have a left and a right side, but there are no holes. Material-wise, are they exactly the same as the Daisy ones? Very sturdy, very nice material. Her undies are painted blue and they even have some little dots. Her articulation should be exactly the same as the one of Daisy, but in fact her joints work way better. I would even say the leg joints are a little bit loose. Even her arm joints work better. I would say even perfect. They are not loose, they are exactly right as they are. And I'm sure you have seen how I wiggled the Daisy head. This is not possible with this one here. Not quite sure why the neck is totally intact with the Daisy doll, but the Daisy doll is really loose and does not really hold the position, but this one here has no problem with it. I mean, there is no real joint. The head is just turning left, right, and you cannot let your doll look up or down. I mean, that is understandable because the head is pretty big and the body itself is rather small. But on the other side, I would like to see a big ball joint maybe, so you would have way more expression. And that way, of course, the neck would be way more sturdy. Here we have again the stitch bag. I wanted to show the little peg on knob again because I had quite a hard time to put the strap on it again. I still wonder why they used another material on the stitch bag than on the Daisy backpack, because the backpack is so much sturdier, but it is fine. It is still a nice bag, and of course when you fiddle it a little bit you can get it on. Here a look on the dolls with their bag and backpack. I don't know, the backpack is so pretty, it's a shame that you should wear it on the back because you cannot see the doll from the front and the backpack on the back, so I might display it beside her. And a fun fact, with her shoes on it was no problem to bend her knees. Don't know why, maybe the additional weight, but I could bend her knees easy this time. So my final thoughts on these dolls. I would say they are extremely cute. I love to look at them. Quality wise, I'm not quite sure. The clothing is great, very well done. I love the hair. It is so beautiful, soft, and nowadays it seems to be rare to get dolls with nice hair, but I am a little bit disappointed by the joint system. Some joints are very loose, some are extremely tight, and overall there's no consistency, and that's not so good in my opinion. And of course, these dolls are very top heavy. They definitely cannot stand on their own because the joints are not so stable, and therefore they should have stands. I mean, these dolls are not cheap. I think the retail price would be €25. I do not have any idea if they are available in the US, for example, and what the retail price would be there. But the overall quality could use a little bit of improvement over time, I think. I know this company is not a super big company, it's a Spanish company, I think. IMC Toys. I know that they do have the Crybabies and also VIP pets, and I think the quality is decent. It is not a bad doll, and even for the price it's not a bad doll, but it is a playline doll, I think, and for that I would love to see a little bit more stability because I am an adult toy collector. I do play with my dolls, but not as much as a kid would do, and I think especially the neck would break off pretty easily because I have seen a lot of Monster High dolls and even Rainbow High dolls. Their necks are way more sturdy than this one. You could definitely compare the BFF necks here with the Failfix necks, and we all know the Failfix series was not a very successful line, maybe also because of the quality, and I hope that the company here will improve the joint system, or maybe it is better on the regular line dolls. I don't know because I don't have any of these. I was simply tempted by these ones because they are Disney themed and the design is really pretty. And also the execution is very good, so I won't moan any longer. These dolls are nice, they need a little bit improvement in my own opinion, but I'm definitely happy with my purchase. They are very pretty, and yeah, that's for today. I hope you had some fun with the video and I hope you got some information. Thank you so much guys for your time and simply everything. I wish you a great new week. Bye!